Now, more people are using their computers for work or school, and that leads to an increased risk of cyber attacks. Joining us with some ways to keep your personal information safe is Jim Stickley. Jim, good morning to you.
Morning.
I mean, this is a serious thing. Everyone is on a Zoom call. Everyone's using their laptop, their phone. I mean, you name it. We're all on it, aren't we?
There's no doubt. I mean, now more than ever.
Right. And so how many cyber attacks are we actually seeing right now? Can you tell us?
Oh, it's really out of control right now. I mean, you figure just in email attacks, like phishing email attacks, we're getting about 3 billion emails every single day out that are going out that are malicious.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say 3 billion each day?
Every single day, which is like, when you think about that, it's an astronomical number. And that's just how out of control this really is.
It is. And okay, so tell us a little bit about phishing emails. I know we've all heard of them, but talk a little bit about what they are and what type of personal info people are actually able to get from those phishing emails.
Sure. So, I mean, first of all, phishing emails, basically you get an email and it looks like it comes from a loved one, a coworker, some business that you trust, but it's not. It's from a criminal who's pretending to be whatever that entity is. And then they'll want you to either click on a link or they'll want you to open an attachment. And if you do, then you're either going to go to a malicious website where it'll install malware right on your computer, or if you open the attachment, it puts malware on, or sometimes they'll want you to enter in information. Whatever it is, obviously their goal is to hack into your personal information. And it's not difficult. And one of the things people mistake is they think, oh, well, if I click the link and go to the website, if it looks bad, I'll leave. But the problem is, oftentimes, all you have to do is just click the link, and the malware will install, and you'll never even know it installed.
Oh, my goodness. And you know what? These hackers are getting really good. In fact, I will say that in just the last 24 hours, I received 4 different emails claiming to be Instagram, saying that my account has been locked out. I need to click on this link and re-enter information, so they're looking for my password. And just an example. So they look legit. They're taking the logos to make it look like they're
they're so good at it. And that's the thing, is they'll use real information. And nowadays, there's so much information on the dark web available about you. So I can get your name, I can get your email address, I can get some other personal information. Then I can send an email to you using that information that I've already gathered to make it seem even more real.
Okay, you know how you mentioned if we actually click on the link, sometimes that's all it takes and the malware just kind of, gets it to your computer. When you say that, what exactly happens to your computer and what files are they looking into?
Sure. Like the hot thing right now is ransomware. And so that'll be where malware gets on your computer and it starts locking out all of your files. It basically makes them where you can't access them anymore. And then once everything's locked up, then it gives a message on your screen and said, hey, so bad news, you have access to nothing. But if you give us this little fee, we'll give you everything back. And so you can either pay the fee or you can't have access to your files anymore. And the problem is that most people think, oh, well, if I get a virus on my computer, I'll get antivirus, I'll clean it up, and then I won't have to worry. But with ransomware, it doesn't work that way. Even if you clean up the malware that was on your computer, the ransom happens still, which means all the data is still locked and it can't be unlocked. So once the damage is done, there's no undoing it.
Right. So, okay, then how can we protect ourselves then?
I mean, there's a few things. First, when you receive an email, don't be so quick to click the link and open the attachment. You're getting kind of autopilot whenever you receive anything from anybody. You just go, oh, okay, you click the link to see what it is. Just stop and take an extra moment and go, okay, is this unsolicited? Did it just come out of nowhere? And even though it might have come from my mom, let me take a moment and look and see, what are they asking me to do? And maybe even pick up the phone and actually call the sender and say, hey, what is this? And the same thing like Instagram. If Instagram sends you supposedly this email saying you've been locked out of your account, go to the Instagram's real website and log in there. Don't click the link. Don't open the attachment. That'll protect you a lot from these types of attacks.
I mean, good points. We just had training recently here at Fox 5, like letting us know, like, this is what a phishing email looks like. This is what a legit email looks like. So that was really good practice. And I have to say, I missed a couple that I thought, I'm like, oh, this is the real thing for sure. So they're getting really good. Tell us real quick, Jim, about your upcoming seminar.
Oh, yeah. So it's coming up on April 21st. It's with the SDCCU. You can go online and go to their site to get registered. And I'll be talking about these types of threats, a lot of other things that are going on. There's scams not only with emails, but also with phone calls and Internet of Things devices. And there's so much stuff going on right now. And basically the idea is to let people know what the risks are, how they can detect them, and most importantly, what they can do to protect themselves.
Absolutely. So knowledge is power, Jim. This is very important. So we do suggest, obviously, that you, if you can, join Jim for this seminar. Jim, we want to thank you for your time today.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. So if you want to register for this seminar, you just head to our website, fox5sandiego.com, and click the Scene On tab.